Good morning, JD Niger, Word of Truth. Number 2, I'm ready. Let's rock. When you see me in the morning, the first video, I'm awake now. Heavenly Father, bless my brothers and sisters. Give them wisdom, knowledge, ability, peace, comfort, contentment, and the ability to push through this nonsense in this world and to fight a good fight against wickedness and evil. Amen. So I talk to you guys all the time about how much Jacob loved Rachel. These are the things that I know. I can teach you these things. I can teach you about the family, the end times, eschatology, and the 1290 days of Daniel and the millennium and stuff like that. A lot of that we're not going to know till it's over. It's not done till it's done. We don't know where we're at on the timeline. We can assume certain things, but anyhow, let's go back to what I was talking about. Jacob loved Rachel. Jacob loved Rachel. He had 2 children from Rachel, Joseph and Benjamin. So we go into this all the time because this is my family line. I'm Benjamin. So we're going back to Genesis. I wanted to talk about where Jacob blesses Joseph's 2 sons, Ephraim and Manasseh. I forget who the wife is. Portis? Starts with a P. It might be in the story, but when I went back to Genesis, I wanted to point something out to you real quick. When before Jacob got all his blessings, before he wrestled with the angel, he had to make peace with Esau, his brother, his wicked brother, his Edomite brother. The one that's of the flesh. He's of the flesh, Esau. That's why God hated him. He loved Jacob, but he hated Esau. And that word hated doesn't mean he hated him. He just... God has a certain feeling about fleshy people. And it's not hate. He just doesn't give a fuck about you. Hate means he's neglectful of you. He doesn't... You're not on his mind. Tony Williams, you dumb mother... Darling. Tony Williams is stupid. He thinks he can make his flesh good. Can't make your flesh good. You are who you are. Anyhow, don't fall for that. There's no such thing as once saved, always saved. Yes, there is. God knew you before you came out the womb. He's like, I'm going to make this one mine, this one not, this one's mine, this one's not. Just like Esau and Jacob, this one's mine, this one's not. He knew it before they came out. He's like, I'm going to make two. One's going to be mine and one's going to be for the world. That's Esau. He's for the world. He's for the flesh. He's for the... No, there's no such thing as once saved, always saved. It's a trinity. We're going to rapture. That's Esau. That's knuckleheadness. They're fleshy. They don't know the spirit. They don't worship in spirit and in truth. They worship in lies. Lies, 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 yeah. Sorry. Anyhow, so before Benjamin was born, before I was born, all this stuff went down because we had to set it up for Benjamin. Because Benjamin, I'm the badass. I'm the badass. So right here it says, he set up the meeting with Esau. And it says, And say ye moreover, behold, thy servant Jacob is behind us. For he said, I will appease him with the present that goes before me. He's going to give Esau a present. And he was afraid that Esau was going to take everything he had. So he sent his family ahead of him. And he stayed behind to meet with Esau. He brought a present, but he was worried about his family. I will appease him with the present that goes before me, and afterward I will see his face. Peradventure he will accept of me. So he's like, hopefully he's good with me. Because they were fighting, right? Esau gave up his birthright to Jacob because he's a fleshy guy. And he rose up that night and took his 2 wives and his 2 maidservants and his 11 sons and passed over the fjord Jabbok. There's a little fucking lake there, a little river bed. And he took them and sent them over the brook and sent over what he had. You notice there was only 11 sons? Jacob wasn't born, or Benjamin wasn't born yet. Jacob wasn't born until after Jacob got all his blessings. That's why I was trying to tell you guys yesterday. I'm not like these Israelites. I'm not. Come on, sir. I wasn't born in Canaan. I wasn't born in Canaan with these idiot Israelites. I was born in Bethlehem, like Jesus. That's why it says there's only 11. And then the next verse, Jacob wrestles with an angel. And then his name is changed. I wasn't born of Jacob. I was born of Israel. From Jacob to Israel. And he said, thy name shall no longer be called Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with God and with men, and hast prevailed. And then Benjamin was born. The other thing I wanted to show you was Jacob took care of Rachel and Joseph. He put them at the back. He put them in the safest spot. Listen. And Jacob this is when he met with Esau, and Jacob lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, Esau came, and with him 400 men. And he divided the children unto Leah, and unto Rachel, and unto the 2 handmaids. And he put the handmaids and their children in the front, and Leah and her children after, and Rachel and Joseph in the back. Why? Because he loved Rachel and Joseph. That was his. That's the shit. Rachel's the shit. He was going to protect Rachel to the end. So I just wanted to show. I want you guys to understand the family, how it works. It's that the reason I always wondered why the Lord said, you're one of mine. You're a Benjamin of Judah. Why did he tell me that? Because it's important. It's very important that I know who I am. And he passed over before them and bowed himself to the ground 7 times until he came near his brother. Don't hurt me, 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 don't hurt me. He was scared of Esau because Esau's a bloody man. And he lifted up his eyes and saw the women and children and said, who are those with you? And he said, the children which God has graciously given thy servant. You notice it doesn't say anything about Esau's family. He wasn't doing what the Lord said, be fruitful and multiply. He wasn't doing that. He was too busy going around with dudes. And I'm going to keep reading because I like this. Then the handmaidens came near, they and their children, and they bowed themselves. And Leah also with her children came near and bowed themselves. And after came Joseph near and Rachel, and they bowed themselves. And he said, what's it mean that you worked so hard to... Man, you've been fucking a lot. Esau said, damn. What does this mean, you pervert? Does this mean you're a pervert, or why do you have kids and wives everywhere? Just like me. I would have had a lot more, but God shut me down at three. Three children from 3 different women. It comes natural. The Rastafarians, if you look at Bob Marley, how many kids did he have from how many women? And Esau said, I have enough, my brother. Keep that thou hast unto yourself. So anyway, my Lord knows that the children are tender, and the flocks and herds with the young are with me. And if men should overdrive them one day, all the flock will die. Jacob settles in Canaan, and then afterwards he leaves and Benjamin's born. The birth of Benjamin's the next page. Listen, this is heavy. God speaks to Jacob. Genesis 35:1. God speaks to Jacob. 35:1 through 5. And then in 6, Jacob builds an altar. God speaks to Jacob. This is where you understand that Benjamin, God speaks to me. Because it's in the same chapter. Benjamin's born right after that. That's why Jeremiah is a prophet. That's why Ruth was a Benjamite. That's why Esther was a Benjamite. Mordecai, Saul, Jonathan, Shimei. My tribe is close to God. Born in Bethlehem, just like Jesus. Not bragging, I'm just saying, fuck, have a little concern for what I'm telling you. It's real. God speaks to Jacob. Jacob builds an altar. And Jacob called the name of the place where God spoke with him, Bethel. Verse 15. And Jacob called the name of the place where God spoke with him, Bethel. 35:15. And Jacob called the name of the place where God spoke with him, Bethel, house of God. Next verse. And they journeyed from Bethel, and there was but a little way to come to Ephrath, and Rachel travailed, and she had hard labor. And it came to pass, when she was in hard labor, that the midwife said unto her, Fear not, you shall have this son also. And it came to pass, as her soul was departing, for she died, that she called his name Benoni, but his father called him Benjamin. She called him son of my sorrow, travail, prophecy. In the book of what's his name? The one that starts with an E. Not Elijah. Oh, Joel, in the book of Joel. And other books. Men will be grabbing their stomachs like they're in labor. Men will be sick to their stomach because of prophecy. They'll be like women in travail. They'll be like Rachel. She travailed hard. So she had Joseph, the representation of Jesus, and then she had Benjamin. You'll have this son also. I'm the also. I'm here for a reason, Muffin. I'm here to be your friend. But no one wants to be my friend. Froggy face. Ribbit. 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 Froggy face. No one wants to be my friend. So what were we talking about? We were talking 40 Genesis 48. We were talking about when who was Joseph's wife? Damn it. Joseph and his sons blessed. Let's start here. This all fits together. Listen. And as for me, when I came from Padan, this is Jacob getting ready to bless Joseph's two sons. This is heavy. I got to get some coffee. This is Jacob explaining when Rachel died. Who's he talking to? Joseph's sons visit Jacob. Behold, your father is sick. And he took his two sons, Manasseh and Ephraim, and one told Jacob and said, behold, my son Joseph comes unto you. And Israel strengthened himself and sat upon the bed. He had to sit up. And Jacob said unto Joseph, God appeared unto me at Luz in the land of Canaan and blessed me. That's before Benjamin was born. Remember? He wrestled with the angel and then he changed his name to Israel and he set up a pillar. And he said to me, behold, I will make you fruitful and multiply you, and will make thee a multitude of people, and I will give this land to thy seed after thee for an everlasting possession. And now thy two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, which were born unto you in the land of Egypt, before I came unto you into Egypt, are mine, as Reuben and Simeon, they shall be mine. And thy issue, which thou begettest after them, shall be thine. All the blood, the issue, and the issue of blood, issue. And the issue, the offspring, your bloodline, your offspring, and the offspring which were born after them will be mine, and shall be called after the name of thy brethren in their inheritance. And as for me, when I came from Padan, Rachel died by me in the land of Canaan in the way, when yet there was but a little way to come unto Ephrath, which is Bethlehem, and I buried her there in the way of Ephrath. The same is Bethlehem. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say to you? Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? I'm of a royal bloodline, man. I'm a motherfucker. Everything. Why did he say that just before he blessed the kids? He's like, this is the dope, man. Bethlehem. Benjamin, my last son, was born there. My fucking wife died there. So, do I know exactly what it means? It just means I'm a motherfucker. That's all. I know that. I love this. I love my family. I love you real believers. I love you guys. There's nothing better than family. I love you. These other fuckers, fuck them. They're not. They need to follow us. We don't need to follow them. Don't be following these dumbass Christians. You're going to fuck yourself up. Don't wreck yourself. They're trying to deceive you. I can't tell you no lies. That's why I don't talk about eschatology and end times that much, and dates and seasons and comets and meteors and the sun, the moon, the stars. It doesn't matter to me. It's all about us. Froggy face. Ribbit. And Israel beheld Joseph's son and said, who are these? And Joseph said unto his father, they are my sons, whom God has given me in this place. And he said, bring them, I pray thee, unto me, and I will bless them. Now the eyes of Israel were dim for age, so that he could not see. And he brought them near unto him, and he kissed them and embraced them. And Israel said unto Joseph, I had not thought to see thy face, and lo, God has showed me also thy seed. He thought he was never going to see him again, and here he is. Hugging his grandkids. Sorry. Yeah. And Joseph brought them near. From between his knees, and he bowed himself with his face to the earth. And Joseph took them both, Ephraim in his right hand toward Israel's left hand, and Manasseh in his left hand towards Israel's right hand, and brought them near to him. And Israel stretched out his right hand and laid it upon Ephraim's head, who was the younger, and his left hand upon Manasseh's head, guiding his hands wittingly, for Manasseh was the firstborn. And he blessed Joseph and said, God, before whom my father Abraham and Isaac did walk, the God which fed me all my life long unto this day, the angel which redeemed me from all evil, bless the lads, and let my name be named on them, and the name of my father Abraham and Isaac, and let them grow into a multitude in the midst of the earth. Yeah! That's right. Yeah! And when Joseph saw that his father laid his right hand upon the head of Ephraim, it displeased him, and he held up his father's hand to remove it from Ephraim's head unto Manasseh's head. And Joseph said unto his father, not so, my father, for this is the firstborn. Put thy right hand upon his head. And his father refused and said, I know it, my son, I know it. He also shall become a people, and he shall also be great. But truly, his younger brother shall be greater than he, and his seed shall become a multitude of nations. Who's the youngest Who's the youngest of the 12 brothers? Benjamin. And he blessed them that day, saying, in thee shall Israel bless, saying, God make thee as Ephraim and as Manasseh. And he set Ephraim before Manasseh. What is wrong with my eye right there? Probably got socked right there at one time. Yeah. See you guys tomorrow.